Hello, my name's Bridget, and today I'm going to be talking about the To All the Boys I've Loved Before, P.S. I Still Love You movie. Yes, it's a very long title. It's the sequel to the To All the Boys I've Loved Before movie. It's a book adaptation of the second book in the series. I read second and third books over winter break, and then I reacted to both of the trailers that Netflix dropped about this movie. So I felt the need to make a little bit of a video when the film came out. And it came out yesterday. I was so hyped. I watched it with a friend yesterday night. I just want to share a few feelings I had about it. I want to give a few disclaimers before I start talking because I might get very emotional. But one, I thought it was really cute. It's a great rom-com movie. If you go into it just without having read the book, then I think it's really good. I really thought it was really cute. I thought all of the actors did a great job. And I don't mean to hate on this movie at all with what I want to say. I'm just a little bit upset by some of the things that they changed with it. I think it's still a really fun adaptation. I just feel like it didn't keep as much of the book as it could have. The first half I was here for, and then the second half I was like, what's happening to this movie? So I thought I'd just talk a little bit about that. I don't want this to be a super long video, but I want to just kind of express some of my emotions online, see if anyone feels the same. Let's get into what I thought of it. As I said, I liked the first half. I really liked the beginning montage. I liked that they had the lantern thing, their first date was really cute. I was kind of sad that Peter didn't reply to her saying, this is my first date, by saying, this isn't your first date, we've been on plenty of dates, and then her being but none of them were official dates, and we weren't really dating until now. I feel like that really encaptures their relationship of him being but we have, and then she's no, this is for real now, and being really nervous about it. There was just some banter that I remember from the book very vividly, and I thought it was so cute, and I was sad it wasn't in the movie. There was a lot of cute stuff in the movie as well. I really liked Christine and Trevor's relationship. I thought that was really cute. I liked the shots that we saw of them in the movie. I thought it was really adorable. I really also appreciated the time capsule scene. I thought that was adorable. I liked that Jen hid her bracelet because she didn't want anyone to see, and then she later showed it to Laura Jean and was like, I had the bracelet in there too, because it was a symbol of their friendship. And I do like that Laura Jean said, Jen and I are always going to have this history. I'm the one who needs to get over her, not Peter. However, in the book, Peter really does need to get over her because he needs to discuss his problems with Laura Jean. While I was disappointed that John Ambrose McLaren was not related to Stormy, I was fine with changing the actor who plays John Ambrose McLaren. I just felt like they should keep the relationship between them because that was so important in the book, and that carries on to the next book. That relationship between Stormy and John Ambrose McLaren, because it's a really vital part of his character because they're related. They also cut out the sleepover where Laura Jean and John Ambrose stay in the retirement home and then they go out into the snow. They do still go out into the snow, but it wasn't a sleepover kind of thing. That was really cute. And also you just saw Stormy. You didn't see really any of the other residents, which isn't a big deal. I wasn't that upset that the scrapbook club wasn't there, but I felt that's a little bit of Laura Jean's character that wasn't in the movie as much because she loves scrapbooking, and I feel like we didn't really see that. Though I know you can't keep everything, and those are minor nitpicks. The one main thing that really made me want to make this video is they didn't have the game of assassin. If you haven't read the book, they have this extravagant game of assassin. When they're at the treehouse, they're we'll play assassin like old times, and whoever wins gets one wish from a different person in the group. This was my least favorite book out of the 3 books. And the assassin plotline was what really kept me going and reading through the rest of the book because I was invested in who was going to win and what they were going to wish for. That felt like a really fun plotline, and I'm so sad they took it out of the movie because it's such a fun thing to do. And I feel that really shows each of their characters and how they team up and everything like that. I feel that was just missing. There's a part in the book where John Ambrose gets tagged out by Laura Jean and he's oh, I'm so sad. I really was looking forward to my wish. And she asks, what would you have wished for? And he says he would have wished for the chocolate peanut butter cupcakes. And in the book, she didn't make the cupcakes for the treehouse event thing. She just made all the snacks they had as a kid. So it was really cute that he wanted those so bad. He was I could never find one just like it. And I feel that was just such a pivotal moment, and I didn't have that. And then in the book, there was a whole issue of Peter had Jen and he was never going to tag her out. So then Laura Jean had to tag Peter out. And it was all the drama because then she followed Jen, and that's how she found out about the relationship. And the relationship was much worse in the book because Jen's dad was cheating on her mother with this girl who was only 2 years older than Jen and Laura Jean. So it was crazy for that to happen, and you really kind of sympathized with her for that, but also you're what the heck? I hate you because you hate Lara Jean and I love Lara Jean. And also, they didn't make Peter as unlikable in this movie as he was in the book. A lot of the issues I had with the book were the lack of communication. That's like the whole plot of this book, is that Lara Jean and Peter don't communicate about their feelings. Like Lara Jean's like, oh my god, stress, what about his relationship with Jen and blah blah blah. And then Peter's like, I'm not gonna tell you about Jen and her life. And like, he did that like once in the book, but also there's only like one instance where Lara Jean's friend saw them together and was like, oh my god, look, they were together and they were really close. But in the book, there were like several instances throughout it where he was like hanging out with Jen and he wanted to tell Jen everything because he was used to telling her everything and about the struggles of his life. And he should be telling those things to Lara Jean because they're now in a relationship and like they should now have that bond. But he was keeping that bond alive with Jen. And like that was a whole issue in the book. And I feel like they didn't really address that in the movie. And I get that you want to keep Peter as like a nice option to the general public so they don't dislike him. Like I really disliked Peter in the book, but I feel like in the third book he really comes back around. And even like at the end of this book, I was kind of still on team John Ambrose McLaren. And honestly, I still was in the movie because he is wronged. He totally deserves Lara Jean. He is the least problematic person there. He loves her so much. It's just so cute and he deserves everything. Building on that, Lara Jean and John Ambrose McLaren didn't have that moment. Kind of had this moment, but like she didn't say the words and I wanted her to say it, where she was like, I do love you, but you were like, Peter was here first. Like I loved him first. And that's why I have to go. Like she kind of said it in the whole scene, but she mainly just like said, I can't, I feel bad. And then made it seem like she was cheating on Peter when they were broken up and like that totally was not the case. Then she like runs back off to Peter. I can't remember for the life of me how the book ends. I don't have it with me because it's in Florida. Okay, I looked this up because I couldn't remember what happened in the book at the end, and I forgot that this happened in this book. I thought it was the next book, which is why I didn't bring it up in this video. At the end of P.S. I Still Love You, Jen shouts at Lara Jean because she saw Peter and Lara Jean kissing in 7th grade, and that's what Lara Jean writes about in her love letter to Peter. That's kind of what started her feelings for Peter. And she says that she like broke the girl code because she loved him first, and like that's what ended their friendship. And she's like, oh, but that was like so early in our friendship. And she's like, yeah, it's faking it all. And it's such a pivotal moment in Jen and Lara Jean's relationship to find out why their friendship ended. And it was just left out of this movie. I hope they put it in the next one because honestly, that's super vital why they went from friends to enemies. And then after that, it says that Lara Jean calls Peter to the treehouse and Peter tells her that he loves her and they get back together. And there's just way more scenes with Peter and Jen to make you unhappy in the book. And I feel like we need to see more of that so that we could actually be like, what the heck, Peter, in the film. I still thought it was really cute that he came for her because she was afraid of driving in the snow. But like, they didn't bring back the contract thing and that hurt my soul a little bit. So I'm definitely on team John Ambrose McLaren. He is the sweetest human ever. He deserves everything in the world. Other than the assassin plotline, I thought it was really cute. I wish they did that. I'm excited to see the third film. I know they've already recorded it, so that brings me a lot of excitement. I'm hoping it comes out soon because I just want to see the completion of the story. I really enjoyed the third installment of the series. Oh, another thing. My friend said that Peter's car had an Oregon license plate, and that kind of bothered me as well because she's in Virginia. And like, it's not important in this film or the last film, but it's important in the last one. Because in the last one, she's in Virginia and she wants to go to University of Virginia so bad. Like, that's her dream school because it's right by her house. Like, she is right there. So like, she just wants to stay close to home. If they're not in Virginia, how are they going to do that? And there's that whole debate over like, Peter's going to University of Virginia. How do you do this storyline if they're not in Virginia? And like, there's a lot that revolves around them like going from Virginia to North Carolina. Like, even if you don't film in Virginia, just have the Virginia license plate on it. That stressed me out a little bit because I have fear for the next film. I'm really excited for the next film. However, I am nervous about how it's gonna go. I hope it's good. So once the trailers come out for that, I will definitely be reacting to it. I'm really enjoyed this series, so I'm excited to see the final installment of the adaptation. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of this film. Did you agree with the things that I liked and didn't like? Did you not care about the assassin plotline? Have you not read the books and you were just like, I thought it was cute? Because honestly, I would have thought that too if I hadn't read the books and was like, the plot, where is it? Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed hearing me talk about this movie, and please subscribe to my channel because I talk about books and films a lot, so you'll be signing up for some fun content. I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be up very soon, so see you guys then, okay? Bye! Where is half the plot? You know?